Tuesday the 3rd of February, Aries, you're bartering with your 47th snooze alarm, promising it a spa day if it just lets you sleep until noon. Mercury is in retrograde, and also taking credit for your terrible Wordle scores. It's a conspiracy. Lunchtime finds Brenda from accounting cornering you about that revolutionary app you pitched last week, now fermenting in the digital graveyard of your Google Drive. Venus is directly opposing your ability to feign interest in Brenda's stamp collection. Your Doomoscope vegetable today is a wasabi pea that's 90% coating, much like your commitment to that pottery class you signed up for last Thursday. Tonight, Jupiter compels you to order enough pad thai to feed a small village, which you'll devour while spiraling down a TikTok rabbit hole about NASA hiding lizard people. And the stars have spoken. Advice: stop. Just stop. Everything you're about to do is a terrible idea. The world needs a U-shaped timeout. Tuesday the 3rd of February finds you, Taurus, staring directly into the abyss of your overflowing inbox. Mercury retrograde is personally holding your 6:17 a.m. alarm hostage until you acknowledge the 47 unread work emails from last night, the first of many tiny personal betrayals today. Venus in retrograde practically demands you wear pajamas to that Zoom meeting, insisting comfort is key. You'll bravely attempt to multitask, strategically angling the camera to hide your Cheeto dust neckline while simultaneously doom-scrolling Zillow listings for affordable castles. NASA cannot comprehend the mess you've made. Tonight, the stars align for peak horizontal relaxation. 3 solid hours of binge-watching couch renovation fails await you. You'll pause only to aggressively defend your snack stash from phantom thieves. You live alone. The moon encourages you to believe that third family size bag is your emotional support animal. Advice: put down the remote and step away from the mini muffins before your sofa forms an imprint in your likeness. Gemini, Tuesday the 3rd of February dawns, and Mercury is currently juggling chainsaws in your house of common sense. You'll awaken to the piercing shriek of your 47th snooze alarm. Good luck locating your keys, likely fossilized under a geological stratum of Trader Joe's unexpected cheddar detritus. Prepare for a frantic, pre-caffeinated archaeological dig. You'll be late. Shocking. Your Doomscope animal today is a minotaur lost in their own labyrinthine collection of half-finished vision boards and forgotten passwords. He's filing a formal complaint against your frontal lobe. Venus compels you to pilfer Brenda from accounting's emergency Twix bar at precisely 2:37 p.m. You'll then, possessed by unseen forces, begin whispering about her unfortunate spray tan to anyone within earshot. If you refresh your messages one more time, you will not summon love, you will summon carpal tunnel. Advice: practice active listening. Just kidding, you're incapable. The cosmos sincerely apologizes for the gift of gab, Gemini. This Tuesday the 3rd of February, Cancer, NASA confirms your internal weather forecast, 100% chance of existential dread before your 7:47 a.m. alarm. Mars is in your house of questionable life choices, specifically hitting snooze for the 8th time. Breakfast resembles a war crime, burnt toast soldiers drowning in a lukewarm, milky ocean. You sob quietly. This afternoon, Venus is actively sabotaging your productivity, Cancer. That spreadsheet. Child's play. That client call. A distant memory as you spiral about that time Sarah from accounts mispronounced your name in 2019. Lunch consists of furiously Googling passive-aggressive email decoder ring between bites of a rogue Cheeto you found in your keyboard. You also draft a strongly worded email to Sarah. Tonight, planetary forces conspire to keep you on your couch, Cancer. And the stars have spoken. Advice: stop weaponizing nostalgia. Your loved ones are actively dreading the next time you reminisce about the great Tupperware incident of '08. Tuesday the 3rd of February starts with you battling your reflection at exactly 7:17 a.m. 4 failed selfies later, you're blaming Mercury for hair sculpted by a badger. You haven't even made coffee, Leo. Your Doomscope animal today is a walrus who peaked in their 20s, and is now aggressively networking at a pottery class they only joined for the wine. Mars is in your house of terrible decisions this afternoon, making you mistake corporate jargon for genuine interest. Prepare to waste 41 minutes crafting a humble brag LinkedIn post about your innovative synergy that gets 2 likes. Tonight, you'll dedicate 2 hours and 17 minutes curating the perfect TikTok about your chill night featuring artisanal cheese and a book you definitely won't read. Jupiter aligns with your streaming services, guaranteeing a dramatic 10:58 p.m. meltdown when you realize you've seen everything on Netflix. Twice. Advice: embrace the fact that your prom photo is your only profile picture. NASA is actively tracking your ego. Tuesday the 3rd of February begins with the soul-crushing dread that you forgot to mute your microphone during that 3 a.m. existential crisis call to your mom. Mars is in your house of crippling self-awareness. At precisely 7:14 a.m., your meticulously crafted smoothie will betray you, splattering kale across your freshly dry-cleaned work shirt. This afternoon, brace yourself for coworker Karen's passive-aggressive email chain. Resist the urge to reply all, correcting her misuse of semicolons, even though you already drafted a 12-point rebuttal in your head. Remember that anonymous grammar guide you slipped under her door last month? Yeah, she knows it was you. Tonight, abandon all hope of productivity. NASA's Webb telescope is cute, but have you seen that TikTok deep dive on competitive ferret grooming? Today is perfect for confidence. Fake it so hard you almost believe it. Advice: stop trying to control everything. The only thing you're controlling is your own happiness. Tuesday the 3rd of February finds you, Libra, starring in your own personal sitcom of mild inconveniences. You'll spend the morning debating whether your beige wall is technically greige, losing to your partner's stronger Wi-Fi signal. Your doomscope animal today is a place who's out of place, namely, stuck deciding between the kelp forest or that discarded shopping cart. At the office, Venus in retrograde practically forces you to compliment Brenda's new aggressively orange blouse, then spend the next 3 hours internally screaming. Expect 7 new urgent messages, all from Greg about the printer. As twilight descends, you'll weigh the pros and cons of starting a new TikTok trend versus reorganizing your spice rack, again. Mars is currently camping out in your house of bad TV, so settle in. That online shopping cart? Yeah, just add another 7 vaguely aesthetic candles you'll never burn. Advice: choosing not to choose is still a choice. Just, don't ask anyone else their opinion. Tuesday the 3rd of February finds you battling your duvet at precisely 6:17 a.m. Spoiler alert, the duvet wins. Despite setting only one alarm, you'll blame Mercury retrograde anyway when you realize you forgot to cancel that free trial from 2017. Breakfast today? Cereal box crumbs and existential dread. At work, that quick meeting at 10:30 a.m. transforms into Chad from accounting detailing his pickleball triumph with nauseating gusto. Mars is in your house of simmering resentment. You will, against your better judgment, Google his LinkedIn and his dog's Instagram. Your break: falling down a TikTok rabbit hole, somehow ending up on your 3rd grade teacher's pottery page. Tonight, try to resist streaming that true crime documentary. Remember last time? 3 hours spent triple checking the locks and researching underground bunkers. If you refresh your messages one more time, you will not summon love, you will summon carpal tunnel. Advice: knowing exactly which coworker is lying about their gluten allergy isn't a personality trait. Sagittarius, brace yourself. Tuesday the 3rd of February will test the limits of your everything will be fine, eventually mantra. You'll wake at 7:53 a.m. in a cold sweat, remembering you promised to walk your neighbor's chihuahua. Scrambling for toast, you'll somehow set off the smoke alarm and burn the toast. Your doomscope animal today is a lemur with those wide eyes that have seen things, like you accidentally liking your ex's honeymoon photos from 2014. Mars is in your house of overpromising, so colleagues will mistake your enthusiasm for basic competence. When asked to lead the presentation, your response time will shatter records, but your actual presentation will shatter expectations. This afternoon, prepare for 17 open browser tabs, 8 NASA documentaries you'll never watch, and 1 online shopping cart totaling $347 worth of inflatable dinosaurs. As the sun sets, you'll declare self-care and descend into a TikTok vortex. And the stars have spoken. Advice: maybe just say no sometimes, to yourself. Capricorn, Tuesday the 3rd of February promises an uphill battle against your 6:17 a.m. existential dread. Mercury in retrograde is currently using your inbox as its personal playground. Your aggressively minimalist laptop bag is now judging your life choices and the sad granola bar at the bottom. Today's lunar alignment supercharges your need to overthink the subject line of every email. It's impressive. Venus seduces you toward a productive lunch break involving spreadsheets and competitive Sudoku. The stars are now taking bets on how long you can rest before attempting to optimize your sleep schedule. Mars is in your house of questionable decisions. Go on, order that family-size pizza you definitely won't regret. The cosmos has granted you another 3 episodes of that true crime documentary instead of tackling that pottery class, which will somehow morph into a meticulously planned Etsy shop anyway. Advice: stop treating relaxation like a performance review. The planets are embarrassed you call them KPIs. Aquarius, Tuesday the 3rd of February begins with your 7:53 a.m. existential crisis. Is that coffee or lukewarm despair? Mercury is doing the tango on your cerebral cortex, so your phone will be in the last place you looked, despite checking 17 times. Your Doomscope object today is a compact mirror with a crack, which is honestly an improvement on your current reflection. This afternoon, Mars is in your house of aggressively mediocre decisions, compelling you to accidentally reply all to the company-wide email with just the word K. NASA needs you to stop using work Wi-Fi to prove that birds aren't real. Your boss definitely saw you Googling how to fake a cough. The stars are surprised that desk plant is even still breathing. Evening finds Saturn enabling your avoidance of all human contact, opting instead for a deep dive into competitive ferret grooming videos. Advice: stop trying to debate your therapist about the validity of astrology. Pisces. Still pretending your life isn't an avant-garde performance art piece titled Existential Dread, a comedy. Tuesday the 3rd of February starts with your 47th snooze alarm, each ding a tiny dagger to your soul. That burnt toast breakfast? You'll cry about it. Mercury isn't just in retrograde, it's moonwalking through your brain, rearranging your thoughts into abstract modern art. Mars is in your house of terrible decisions, so expect to daydream through your own conversations all afternoon. Brenda from accounting will think you're high. That 2 p.m. Zoom call? You'll accidentally unmute and sing the SpongeBob theme song. Twice. Evenings are for the sofa, where you'll mainline reality TV, stress-eat an entire family-sized bag of cheddar ruffles, and doomscroll until 3 a.m. You'll absorb so much second-hand anxiety from TikTok, you'll start manifesting everyone else's problems. Advice: try decaf and therapy. Or just move to a remote island with no Wi-Fi. We're not picky.